I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Ellinger. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against the 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Ellinger. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Moss on the give up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ellinger. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Titans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Willis now off play action. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Here we go.
A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 42 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Coleman will try up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Rodgers on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down,
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ellinger. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis on the screen. This is Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ready? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Come on. Hey. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Willis's throw hauled in by Westbrook Akina here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. This time Willis will throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The fourth down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Ellinger. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the 1st.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Ellinger's throw caught by Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They go play action. Now Ellinger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On the bootleg, it's Ellinger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On the handoff, running left, Moss. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it, here's Ellinger. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis running the slant. That's Robert Woods. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Play fake. Here's Willis. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On 2nd and 7, Willis. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going with Moss on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Ellinger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
19 No gain on the play.
Now Willis to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Rodgers to return it. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now on second and 13. Ellinger. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing on second and 8, Willis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Hadn't been a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is Michel on the counter. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. A second field goal here in this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Okay, ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, Ellinger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Ellinger to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To try again after the sack. Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go, here we go.
Willis, got to have this one. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
3rd down. Here's a run by Moss. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Colts 26, Titans 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This time Willis will throw it. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Right side complete. That's Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Willis to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. One final try here for Willis. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.